Hi, how are you? This is Anthony
and Liz
from Cypher House Escape, and we decided to team up today to work on the next puzzle from the 2018 Red Dot puzzle hunt together. So this is Case 5, Murder at the Lone Manor. Your assistant searched the lower floors of this house several days ago, but the resulting report is sketchy. So there's a lot of bullet points here.
The victim found in his own cellar, hung from his wrists, hands spread about a meter apart, head and body limp. In rather bad taste, it has to be said.
Weird.
Do you think we're gonna have to sketch something because it says sketchy, like draw it out?
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing actually, because it's like maybe it's giving directions of some kind, and we're gonna have to draw out a letter for each of these. What else do we have? Cellar bare aside from the body and a creaky ladder on the opposite wall leading up to a trap door. Okay, so we're going to try to draw pictures based on the descriptions that they're giving us here, and I don't know right away what this is going to give. But, Liz, you have a paper version you're doing, right?
That is correct.
And I'm going to be trying to do my best in PowerPoint. Right now I've started with the cellar and the person hanging from their wrists. I don't know how well this is going to turn out, honestly, but we'll see where we can go from here. Trapdoor opens right outside a door that leads to the living room. I have no idea if we're being too precise with this or not precise enough. The living room is somewhat homely. It has a long sofa against the wall, quite soft and comfy. It has direct view of the staircase landing opposite. Okay, so let's start adding things to our living room. Okay. We need a long sofa against the wall, direct view of the staircase landing opposite.
But we don't know whether that's left or right.
No, we don't.
Bottom or top.
There's our sofa and our staircase landing. Mm-hmm. Discolored patch on the floor in front of sofa means there was a rug there. The rug's rolled up at the far side of the patch opposite the sofa. The patch is flanked by two armchairs that face each other, unfortunately neither as comfortable as the sofa. Armchairs are the same width as the rug. Okay, so we need a somehow dying cactus plant. I know exactly what to do for that. Perfect. Now we need coffee tables. That's fine.
It looks great.
Perfect. Alright, great. We're at the piano. Living room door is opposite the piano and opens to a narrow hallway extending out to the left and right. Okay, good enough for now. We're not gonna have any idea until we get to the end of this what we're even doing.
Alright, maybe we should have read through it first.
Maybe we should have read through it first. This is fine. I really just like showing off my PowerPoint expertise. Look, I know how to rotate text. I'm not gonna use it though. Very narrow door at the other end of the hallway. Staircase to the second floor located to the right of the door. Door leads to what might have once been a ballroom. A curtainless window directly faces the door. Okay. Large grandfather's clock in the corner to the left of the window seems several hours slow. Okay, perfect. This is looking great so far.
I think it is.
We only have a few more steps left. Some very gaudy bunting lines. Bunting? Lines the top of the northern, western, and southern walls. Flags and other colorful festive decorations. Okay. Overall, not an aesthetically pleasing room in stark contrast to the gorgeous setting sun outside the window. Alright, there's our sun. And so that was the last instruction. And here's our entire house.
I think it looks beautiful.
Isn't that the kind of place you want to live in?
Oh, yeah. Maybe not with the dead person in the cellar, but, you know.
I feel like that's just decoration. You decide to investigate the lower floors for yourself. While taking the stairs towards the ground floor, you pause to gaze down from the staircase landing and out over the room before you. Mm-hmm. Then you continue down the stairs and open the door to your right. Having entered the room, You walk towards the center and look to your left. Then you return to the doorway and peer straight back out through the open door. Taking a few steps backwards towards the center of the room once more, you turn to your left and stare at the wall. Finally, you head out into the hallway, get down through the trapdoor, and scrutinize the scene of the crime. So each of these is giving us a letter, I think.
That's what I get from that.
We're on the staircase landing looking this way. I'm trying to put everything, like, right where it's supposed to be. Upright piano.
Do you think that means vertical instead of...
Yes. So I'm thinking this actually goes like this. Okay, so we're now looking down the hallway.
It's an R.
Yeah. Looks just like an R to me. Yeah, that looks a lot like an R. I would be surprised if that isn't an R. I feel the most confident about that one out of all the ones we've done so far. A long shelf runs across the wall, dividing it in two. Nothing on the shelf but dust.
Oh, do you think that's the wall where we look to the left?
Oh, okay, so I think what's actually happening here is we walk in through this door to the center of the room and then look at this left wall over here. We have the grandfather clock, we have the lamp, we have this shelf, and then we have this bunting on top.
Oh.
So that looks like the letter A.
That it does.
So I'm also going to grab all of this. And we know that this guy is here. Okay, so we have 4 letters here, and we know that we're missing one. But this very clearly looks like the word party. And so if we go here to our answer checker and type in the word party, it says it's correct.
Time to celebrate. Woohoo!
So we're not completely certain how this letter T comes in. I think we may have something mixed up in the ballroom here. Our best guess is that there's this ladder on the one side, and they tell us that the sun is setting, so it might make a shadow that kind of gives us a T-like appearance here. But I think what I'm going to do is take a quick glance at the answers, because this hunt is over, and so all the answers are published online, and see what we might have missed. We have gotten the solution, though, and so that's pretty exciting. So I'll take a look at that, and I'll see what we're missing here. So the very first line of the solutions page, I haven't even scrolled down and started looking at these yet. It says that a fixed vantage point, like a point for us to reference, is the setting sun. So I was just assuming, and I think we both were assuming, that up in our diagrams was north, but in reality, the sun sets in the west. So when this description told us about the bunting all around, so it said the northwest and the south wall, but in reality, that means there's none on the east wall, which is the wall that's closest to us here. So I do think the whole ballroom's a little bit off, but that would mean that there is indeed bunting on the wall with the ladder. And so I'm thinking T's actually formed by the ladder and some bunting running across the top. But let's take a look at the rest of their solutions, because their diagrams are probably much better than any that we would come up with. So
Yeah.
we have P, here's the A. Oh, their drawings are much better than ours.
Oh, yeah, they are. Look at those.
But
we
there's
did
the
pretty
A.
good in PowerPoint, must say.
Here's their R. There's the T with the bunting and the ladder and the dead body.
So that was puzzle number 5 from the Red Dot Hunt 2018. Thanks to the Red Dot team for all the fun puzzles that we're doing in this video series. If you have a puzzle that you'd like to see us try in a future video, leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching, and as always,
Happy escaping!